sweets, my pretties. You might hear a lot of background noise. I'm just gonna put that out right now. You might hear a lot of background noise because school is out and there's TVs going on and all that great stuff. But I've been gone for a hot minute. I don't know exactly how long exactly, but it's been a while. Okay, and if you follow me on Instagram, then maybe you kind of know what I've been doing. I don't know. Probably not though. So I had family come in at the first week of June, and they're still in visiting. So I've been trying to visit with them and not be so much doing videos because it takes a lot of time. Plus, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I don't know. It's really hard to get anything done. I've managed to get a few reels done. I don't even know how I've done that. But if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen them. I think it's fun to do them. I don't know. I've just been really getting into the reels thing. But anyways, so this video is kind of like telling you where I've been. And I was going to show you some pictures from our vacation we went on. I was supposed to go to the YouTube reunion that was in Wilmington, but I was not able to go because my husband was starting a really huge job the first week of June, so that kind of, pushed that. I couldn't even go. But we wanted to take a family vacation, so we decided to go to Emerald Isles and Shackleford Island and Fort Macon, like all of those places, the last week of May, because we wasn't going to be able to do family vacation any other time. So we had to get that out of the way. So that's where we went, Emerald Isles. And I'm going to show you pictures of that. So while I'm talking, I'll be putting pictures up. But yeah, that was the most beautiful beach that I have seen. I've been to almost all the beaches. Almost. Not every one of them, but I've been to quite a few on North Carolina's coast, and I've only been to the Pacific Ocean once, and I want to go back. It was in San Diego. It was beautiful. But yeah, North Carolina's East Coast. I've only been to a few. I have been to Wilmington before. I could insert pictures of that trip also, but that was in 2000 and I want to say 17, but if I'm wrong, I'll put the right date. I'll put the right year up with those pictures so you'll know the difference, because that was a few years ago. But this was a fun trip. We stayed in a beautiful Airbnb. It was so gorgeous. Oh my God. Recommend them. If you ever go to Emerald Isles, I recommend. It's called the Sea Casa. Beautiful house. Beautiful. And the hosts were they were so attentive. They responded to messages quickly. Everything was clean. I have nothing but good things to say about this place. It was so nice. So nice. So we stayed there at this Casa, and then we had went around the town a little bit, just seeing the hot spots. We found a really cute ice cream place. We got some ice cream there. But then the main parts of the trip was just going to Shackleford Island. I really just wanted to go there so bad. I had a family member recommend it. She was like, you gotta go, you just gotta go. And I was like, okay, I'll go. So we caught a ferry and we went out there, and it was such a nice ride. The kids loved it. And you could see wild horses on the island. They wasn't close enough that I could get a really good picture, unfortunately. But it was really nice. So we stayed out on the beach for 2 or 3 hours, I believe, 12 to 3. So yeah, about 3 hours. So we stayed there, and we had the whole like island, like one side of the island, we had just a beach area that it just was us. Like there was no one around. There was mostly people on the other side, but yeah, we just had like a little area all to ourselves, and it was great. Like it was so great. And we found these huge conch shells. Like I've never seen seashells so big in my life. Like they were, if you go to like Atlantic Beach or Myrtle or Wilmington, which I haven't been to Myrtle in a while, but Wilmington, Carolina Beach, like those beaches, I have never found conch shells so huge on those beaches. Shackelford had them. Like it was crazy. We collected a bunch of seashells, and of course I'm saving. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. I'm trying to think of something creative. So if you've ever got seashells before and you've done something creative with them, just in the comments tell me what you did, because I want to know. I want some creative ideas of what I could do with my seashells instead of them just sitting in a thing, you know, or like a jar or something, because these are too big to sit in a jar. Like they're huge. So yes, let me know that in the comments while that's on my mind. If you've ever done anything creative with your seashells that, you know, you're just like, oh, I gotta have these, but now what am I gonna do with these? Because you don't want them to just sit around. But so yeah, we done that, and then we went to the Atlantic Beach, the Emerald Isle Beach, and it was nice. We had went out there during the evening time, so it was really windy, and the wind was like really bad, and the tides were huge. Like they had put the red flags up for you not to even get in the water. That's how bad the waves were. So we didn't do that, but we did go to Fort Macon, and Fort Macon, I'm going to tell you, was a really interesting place. And this goes along with kind of my channel at the same time. Fort Macon is really a historical site. If you've never been, I highly recommend you go. I'm going to have to pull up the information and tell you. Okay, so I've pulled up some information, so I'm just going to kind of read it. You can Google history of Fort Macon. It'll tell you a whole lot more. But so in the days of small sailing ships, North Carolina inlets and sounds attracted seafarers seeking safe haven. Beaufort was one of the first harbors to be designed as a port of entry during the colonial times. So that's been a while. Along with this distinction came danger, though. There was ever-present threat of raids from the sea by hostile nations and pirates, such as the infamous Blackbeard. Blackbeard has a museum there. I didn't get to go to it. I wanted to go, so when I go back, I'm going to go there. But they found his ship off of the coast there. So, and some of his relics and everything, so it's really interesting. The need for defense was clearly illustrated when, in 1747, Spanish raiders attacked English colonists at Beaufort, captured the town, and held it for several days. British raiders also captured and occupied Beaufort in 1782. So, to defend this vulnerable coastal region against future attacks from the sea, plans were developed for the construction of 4 defensive forts along the eastern seaboard, one of which was to be built at Old Topsail, which is now Beaufort Inlet. So construction of it began in 1756. The Fort Dobbs was never completed, and the harbor remained defenseless until 1808, when Fort Hampton was built on the tip of the Bogue Banks. So situated about 300 yards east of the present site of Fort Macon, the small brick masonry fort protected the harbor for more than a decade. It was later deserted, and in 1825 was washed into the inlet by a hurricane. So, that is interesting. I love history, so if you're not a history person, you can just fast forward all this. I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you highlights of what it was. Let me see. At the start of the Civil War, North Carolina seized Fort Macon. So, it was during the Civil War. The Confederate force was later attacked in 1862, and the fort fell into Union hands once again. For the duration of the war, the harbor served as a coaling station for Union Navy ships. Fort Macon was a federal prison from 1867 until 1876, garrisoned during the Spanish-American War and closed in 1903. So that's interesting. Congress, in the 1900s to the present, Congress offered the sale of Fort Macon Military Reservation as a surplus federal property in 1923. Establishing a system of state parks, North Carolina purchased Fort Macon for $1. That's crazy. $1, making it the second state park in 1924. Reserved by the Civilian Conservation Corps in 1934 to 1935, the fort was garrisoned for the last time during World War II. It's situated at the eastern end of a 424-acre park. Portions of the fort have been restored to appear as they did during the Civil War. And I'm going to show you pictures while I'm talking. So, all of that is very true. We went through there and we saw different rooms. When you enter the fort, there's like cannons set up. They actually shoot those cannons on certain days into the water. It's crazy. It's loud. I actually heard it be shot when we were at Shackleford. So, and we had went to Fort Macon the next day. So it was crazy. So when you go in, there's steps that, of course, that you can go up, and you can walk around the top of the fort, and then in the middle of the fort, there's individual rooms that you can go in and see where the captain stayed, the like different people. I'm gonna show you, and there were like all of the soldiers stayed. There was some really creepy places in there. Okay. There was 2 places in the ground that you walk down these steps, and it was just nothing but darkness, and it went into a dark tunnel. Of course the tunnel like ended, but I'm just like, what was that used for? Because we didn't have a tour guide to tell us, but it was really interesting. And then I think some of the underground little places, I think, were like the prisons. Very creepy. Now, one of the rooms I went in that was showing different, like, like soldiers' outfits, things they used, hairbrushes, like all of their like items. They had something. I took a picture of a suitcase as well, and I forget who it was from, but you'll see it because I'll put the picture up. When I left that particular room, I got extremely nauseated for the rest of the duration of seeing the rooms. But that one, I was fine until we got to that room. I'm not saying it was anything. I'm just saying that I found it interesting that the whole time we were there and we were seeing all the rooms, we go in that one, and then all of a sudden I get nauseated. Like, it was weird. I didn't like look much into that because I was on a family trip, and I don't do the spirit boxes, so I'm sorry. I'm kind of scared of those because I had some bad experiences, so we didn't want to go there. But yeah, I got nauseated, and I was like, okay, somebody's messing with me. Clearly, there was spirit messing, but maybe, or maybe my stomach was just like, girl, you're sick. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Elevation, like, we got so many things that we can say caused it, but I'm just gonna say, I think I know what it was. So we went through this area that had these creepy, like, archways with like a walkthrough, and oh my gosh, it was so creepy. Gosh. So if you have never checked out Fort Macon, you have to go at least once if you love history and you like creepy vibes, because that place has creepy vibes. It's intense. There's a lot of history there, strong history, and usually in those places you're going to get, I mean, you feel it. You feel the heaviness. You feel it. It's there. So check it out if you've never been. If you have been to Fort Macon, in the comments let me know you've been, and what you thought about it. Because I would like to know other people's thoughts and also what you felt there, because it was crazy. So I know I'm jumping around from place to place. So one experience that I forgot to share when I was talking about Shackelford Island was sharks. Yeah, your girl was there at the water. Like, I was just in maybe knee deep, and people, there was a shark. I wouldn't be afraid to say it was like 5 foot long, swam right by me, like right in front of me, like, hello, hey shark. There was a bunch of them swimming around us. So I got nervous. I think they were just sand sharks, but still, like, that was creepy. I did not see any jellyfish. I seen little bitty fish, and then I saw like a big black mass in the water moving. I was like, what is that? Is that a shark? But no, I figured out really quick it was a bunch of fish swimming together. And because we saw fishing boats in the distance, which I'm just gonna say, if you go to the ocean and you see a bunch of fishing boats, probably a good indication you're gonna run into a shark in those waters. I'm just telling you, because they're pouring out bait, and I mean, you know, common sense. So if you see a bunch of fishing boats and you want to swim in the water, maybe don't swim in that area. Maybe go somewhere else where it's just nothing, because, you know, I don't know. It's just, it brings in more sharks. I mean, common sense. But there's also been shark attacks where there's been no fishing boats. I mean, it's just, be careful, okay? I got really nervous after I saw that shark. I kept playing in the water, but just be careful. That's all I gotta say about that. Just be careful. So yeah, that was the trip. We went to a really good snow cone place. It was very yummy. I got a snow cone. No, was it snow cone? Oh God. I'm gonna insert the picture of my thing so you'll know. But yeah, I got the flavor Ariel, which was really good, and it fitted the time. I'm a Disney fan, so your girl had to get Ariel because that's my favorite Disney princess or whatever. So I got that. It was so good. So that was a yummy place. But yeah, it was just a short 4-day vacation there at Emerald Isles. I highly recommend it. Oh, and we stopped by Michael Jordan's high school on the way home. That was really cool. I've been there before. So what I'll do is, well, yeah, I've been there before. Okay, you'll probably have already seen the pictures because, you know, I've already inserted them. But yeah, it was really cool. So if you like Michael Jordan, you like basketball, you might want to check that out. It was just neat that you could see all of like his things. They have them in a glass box thing, so it was really cool. Other than that, that was it. We came home and everything was good. So we needed to have a nice family vacation before he started a big job. That's took all month, by the way. Very grueling hours and hard work, but there you go. So yeah, but I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about. Oh, I've had some weird things happen in my house. That might go along with what we're talking about, my channel. it's, I don't know what's going on, okay? I can't pinpoint because, again, I can't investigate it because I don't want to feed it, because, you know, I don't know. I've had my fair share of opening up the little spirit box app thing, and things just go totally wrong for me, so I don't want to do it anymore. But there's plenty of channels on here that, on YouTube world, that has spirit boxes. You can go check them out. You know, I'm good. But yeah, there's been weird things. I was sitting at the kitchen table with my family member, and I don't know what this was about, but we were just talking, and a magnet flew off of my refrigerator. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, it went bop, and it just flew forward down beside of my family member's foot, and I was like, what? And it was a magnet of Santa Monica, which I was like, okay, what does that even mean? Like, why did you choose that magnet? Because I have a bunch of magnets on my refrigerator where I've been to places like Vegas, California, Hoover Dam, Disneyland, Lego. Like, we've been so many different places, and it chose Santa Monica. So I don't know what that means. I loved Santa Monica when I was there, so maybe that's a sign I need to go back. But whatever it was, like, it flicked that one off. Then there's this teddy bear, and I will insert a picture of this teddy bear one way or another on full screen. It is creepy. Okay, it's a Build-A-Bear. We bought 2 of them for both of our kids. They wanted one apiece, and we dressed them up. One was dressed in Captain America, one was dressed in Iron Man, but we took the outfits off because they liked the bear better. Like, okay. So they just like the regular bear, so it didn't belong to anybody. We made it. I don't know why this bear's been doing the funky stuff. It's just been one, but yeah, it, like, we'll wake up or we'll not be in the room for a little while, and there's been, let's see, how many happenings? There's been three instances with this bear. So the first one was a while back, and he was in the stuffed animal. Like, I have a bin for my kids. It's nothing but their stuffed animals. And we was not here, or we was out of the room, but anyways, we walked back in, and he was sitting, like, the bear was sitting in the middle of the floor, pretty as you please, like, just sitting there. And I was like, what? Like, why? Like, there was nothing else moved. There was no other toys that were taken out. It was just that one little bear. It was just sitting there. But I didn't think anything about it. I was just like, okay, you know, that's weird. And so that happened. And then the second incident that happened was my son woke up, and he come in my room, and he was like, he had an attitude. Like, I was like, excuse me? He just walked in my room, and he was like, you know, I was like, what is wrong with you? He's like, I just woke up with a freaking bear in my face. And I was like, okay, what? He's like, that bear, when I woke up and rolled over, it was sitting beside of my head, like, looking at me. And I said, that's weird. And he was like, did you do that? And I was like, why would I do that? No, I just woke up. And he asked if maybe his dad did it, and I was like, no, why would your dad do that? I don't even think, we didn't even tell his dad about the first incidents that happened, so I don't know. But no one done it. And so that was weird, because I told my family member, and I told his brother, and I told my husband, and I told, like, well, the baby. But the baby was with me, so the baby did not do it. He's in his crib, like, all night long, so he can't even get out of it, so why would he do that? His brother was freaking out. He didn't even want to go to sleep the next night, so I knew it wasn't him that did it. So what did it? What set the bear beside of my son's head and was like, you know, I don't know. It was really weird. So he was freaked out about that. And the last incident that happened was I took the bear, and I was going to do an experiment with it. I put a permanent marker. I took a permanent marker and wrote a dot on the tag so I would know which bear it was, because there is 2 of them, but I needed to know which bear is moving. And I set the bear in my hallway, because in my hallway there's like a little nook area where I keep the baby's little car that he rides on. He has a few bucket of toys there, and I set the bear on that car. And I was like, we're going to see if this thing moves. So the next day, he was in the stuffed animal bin. The bear was not sitting on the car. I got up that morning to use the bathroom. The bear wasn't there, and it was in the stuffed animal bin when I had went in there to straighten up the kids' room, like help them out and stuff. I was like, how did the bear, how did he get into the bin? Like, it makes no sense. So I'm not blaming it completely on paranormal, but I am telling you that it's weird. My family member has a dog as well. I was sitting in the kitchen and we were talking, and in the corner of my eye I saw something low to the ground just fly, like move really fast, and it was big enough that it caught my eye. It was not a fly, it was not a bug, I'm telling you. Whatever it was, it went really fast and it caught my eye. She didn't see it, but the dog was with me. Like, the dog was looking at my pantry and was barking, like, and was turning his head so fast, trying to figure out. He looked at me and I was like, whoa, like, wait, the dog saw it. I saw it. She didn't see it, but we saw it. So the dog confirmed that I did see something. Like, it was not, like, no joke. So we haven't been able to figure that one out. But, you know, I don't know what's going on up in here. But we're just going to leave it alone. I'm not giving it any, well, I'm telling about it now, which is not, I hope it's not giving it attention because I'm telling about it. But I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's weird. It's really weird. So, I don't know what else to say about it, because, like I said, I'm not investigating it. I'm not giving it any attention. So, I'm going to leave that alone. Like, for real. Leave it alone. Not going there. Oh, one more. There was one more incident. I cannot forget about this because it was so crazy. I had turned on Omar's Alone series, so I'm going to plug him real quick. If you have not checked out Omar Gosh TV's channel, he has got a docu-series going on, and it's called the Alone series, and let me tell you, it's creepy. Like, this dude is doing all this alone, like something I would not do. So, I don't think I could do that. No, I would never do that. But he's doing it, or he's done it, excuse me. He's already had his trip where he's done his videos and stuff. But he's releasing every Saturday an episode. And this last episode was episode 4. So check that out if you haven't. It is so creepy. Oh my God. So anyways, during this episode, and I want to tell you where he was and what he was doing, but I'm not going to do it because I want you to go watch it. But I was watching it, I turned it on, and all of a sudden this, I have like this soup mug. It's like a huge coffee mug, but it's for soup. It's by Campbell's. I don't know why this particular mug decided to do what I'm fixing to tell you, but I guess the spirit don't like Campbell's. I don't know. But it happened when I had turned his episode on and I started watching it. The Campbell's thing, it flew off a shelf. Like, it come off a shelf. It scared my kids to death. And I was like, what in the actual? And I don't think it was anything related to his video, but maybe it was. I mean, he's just going to like creepy places, exploring. Like, it's not, I don't know. Like, I just don't know what that was, but it come flying off the shelf. And I was like, whoa. Like, what was that? God, it was creepy. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, like if it was connected in any way, or if it was just coincidence. You know, I have no idea, because sometimes you can have vibrations in your house and things can kind of inch its way, but it's been sitting there, you know, in the spot. I don't really use it because it's where it's, I don't think you can get those anymore, so I just kind of keep it. But yeah, I don't know. That was really weird. So, it had been sitting in that spot for a while. So, I don't know. I don't know what that was. So if you think you know what it is, like, tell me. If you have any ideas of what you think it is, just tell me in the comments, and we'll talk about it. But yeah, it was weird. So that's what's been going on with me, is beach trip, family coming in visiting, still visiting, and trying to give them my attention instead of doing this, because they don't really want to be on camera either. So it's hard to make videos or vlog or whatever the heck you want, you know. I can't do it. But she went with friends today that she hasn't seen in a while, so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna make a quick video, and this will tide you over till later. Also, let's see, I'm trying to think of anything else that I'm forgetting. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but it's been nice coming back on here and making a video really quickly, because I got so much to do. But yeah, it's been a while. This feels great. It feels great. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. I need to come up with what video I'm going to do next, what I'm going to do. So I'm trying to come up with that. But yeah, if you're bored and you've seen like all the other cool people, and you come over to my little area and you're like, I'm kind of bored, and you haven't seen my video, like any of the rest of them, just check them out. Check out the playlist and just, you know, whatever. Give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, don't subscribe. Comment, don't comment. Whatever you would like. It's your thing. You do what you want to do. But yeah. But if you could, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or whatever floats your boat. Yeah, do that, because either way it works. I don't know. And comment your thoughts. Comment, talk, people, talk in the comments, because I'm always like, comment down below, and I'll get some comments. But yeah, just comment. It helps. I don't know, like, I can get more ideas of what you like to see. This is a makeup and paranormal story time, like, big channel, so it's got to be kind of more related to that. Excuse me, go on. But anyways, I gotta get busy. I gotta go. But until the next video, maybe I'll do a makeup time or something, like a full face or something. And if you follow me on Instagram, send me your makeup ideas over there, that you have, because I know the girls, like, they want to see stuff. So you send me a picture of what you would like to see, and I will recreate it on here and post it to Instagram. So yeah, but okay, I'm gonna go now. So stay sweet, stay kind. It's not hard to do. You need to do it. It'll make you feel better. I promise you. And until next time, bye.